Welcome to Multiple Choice Monday number 5, and this time it's a calculation question. So, how did you get on? The correct answer was D this time, 20 centimeters cubed. Okay, let's see how we can calculate this. Now, we could do a really long calculation and we could basically work out moles from moles per dm cubed and volume, and then we could work out the volume from moles and concentration. But actually, the easiest way to do this is to just look at the ratio of how much we need to dilute the solution by. So we can sometimes call that the dilution factor. How many times more dilute am I making the solution? So to go from 1 mole per dm cubed to 0.2 moles per dm cubed, then we're going to divide by 5. So it's 5 times diluted. And that simply means that I need 5 times the original volume. And we can work all of this out with moles, but there's no real need to go through all of that. So if I need 5 times the original volume, then 5 times 5 is 25 centimeters cubed. But that's not the answer to this question, because the question doesn't ask what would the final volume be. The question asks what volume of water needs to be added to 5 centimeters cubed. So if I'm starting with 5 and I need a total volume, final volume of 25, then I'm going to add 20 centimeters cubed. Now, I sometimes get students saying, well, I mean, what do I do if the number's a bit more difficult? 5, 1 to 0.2, those are quite easy numbers. What do I do if it's more difficult? Is there some sort of equation I can do that doesn't involve me simply calculating moles and then calculating volume from moles and concentration? Yes, there is. There is an equation for working out dilution, total volumes, etc. And the equation is that the final concentration of a solution, if we're going to dilute it, is equal to the initial concentration, and that is multiplied by our fraction, basically, which is made up of our initial volume divided by our final volume, so whatever we're going to make the final volume up to. And that initial volume divided by final volume, that is what we were working out when we worked out our dilution factor. We worked out that it was 5 times diluted, so we therefore worked out that if our initial volume was 5, our final volume had to be 25. So I could put those numbers in. Final concentration equals 0.2. Initial concentration is 1. Initial volume is 5. That's my x. And so that's where we get our final volume from. You've just got to remember to account for the fact that we're adding to that, make that final volume. We're not adding to a solid, and so therefore we need to take that initial 5 centimeters cubed into account. If you want to know a bit more, there's some more practice exam style questions, some longer questions, as well as multiple choice, and they've all come with answers, and many of them come with explainer videos too. ckchemistry.co.uk, or just follow me on Instagram, Facebook for more A-level chemistry tips and revision materials.